regular basis. Just let me knock on you one more time. While we're here. I hope I see you next year, Jersey.
Thank you. Is that over here?
Am I ruining the answers to every question? No, we're on the left to the left.
Okay,
We're over here. Hi, Sam. I want to say, I love your shoes because I think I have them in pink.
They are so good.
I think I have them in pink. My question is, sorry, Matt, it's only for Sam.
That's okay. I should be quiet now.
In season 1, when you were pinned to the ceiling and you had the blood on your stomach, how did you feel for that? Because I can only imagine you were sticky and cold, and I really hate being sticky and cold, and I don't think I'd enjoy that at all.
well, I have a long and complicated relationship with the nightgown. In the pilot, actually, we were on stage, so it was not terrible. I don't remember. The blood might have already been on there. I can't remember. David Nutter's, he's like, more blood, cut it, cut it. He's like, ah. And so we filmed that with me lying on the floor. And there was like actual fire bars on either side, which are like long things with holes in them, and they're pumping propane through it, fire coming out. And then they had the camera on the crane leaning upside down, pointing back at me. So I'm like on the floor. And he's like, look like you're choking more. Like more, look like your eyes back in your head. More. I'm just like, this is really weird. And I think at one point there was like, it wasn't in the script that there was a big sword cut and blood coming out of me. He decided, he's like, yeah, cut. And then he just wanted it to be a lot. And I think he succeeded.
Quite a memorable scene.
My mom's like, oh, you're on a new show? And she was like, oh, nope. She never watched it again until season 12. And I'm not sure how much of season 12 she watched. Like, I don't die in this episode. Don't watch the whole season. Yeah, stop at 12. Later, though, there was an episode later where I was in like some fake heaven or something with, I don't remember some of the names, I get confused. That one, they actually made it bleed while I was wearing it. So there was like blood, they had like a tube coming up and blood and it went down my feet. That wasn't my favorite. It's very sticky. It's still better, well, it's as bad as having a bunch of blood in your mouth. Like Mary later was always getting hit in the face and constantly bloody nose, black eye, bleeding from the lip. And that stuff is pure sugar. Dyed with some kind of terrifying outer space red dye. And I'm very sensitive to sugar, so after 2 or 3 takes, I'm vibrating. I'm like, can we do it again? Can we do it again? This is great, this is good. It's like mainlining glucose syrup. So between that and then it was sticky and then it was, I would trade it for the world. Thank you.
I feel like that description of what sugar does to you is how I feel behind the wheel of a car all the time. Like somebody's mainline sugar into me.
It's a lot. It's like a hyper, like, I don't do well with it.
Yeah. That's
It's
why
uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
I live my life at that RPM for some reason. Gotta turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi over here on the right.
Hi.
Your left, my right.
So this question is also for Sam.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the apology, thank you.
Sam, I realized that you actually played on Friends, the sitcom. So can you tell me your experience? Like, how was it like filming a sitcom?
Well, in the beginning of my career, I almost did only sitcoms. So moving to drama was very weird for me. I'm like, where's all the audience? What? Why is this so slow? So the way most sitcoms work is you rehearse all week and then you film it from a live audience on usually Thursday or Friday. And I think I was in season 4, I think, which means it was already a huge hit. And I hadn't been living in the country, so I missed the whole like beginning of Friends. I didn't know what anyone was talking about. And then I was like, I caught up and it was great. So getting to audition and be on that show was a great honor, like really exciting for me. And quickly became very surreal. So I'm sitting in the cafe during between rehearsals, or I'm in or they had built me my own apartment for that episode, but it was really weird seeing the six of them just chilling on the set. It was odd. And then, come to Friday night when they're filming, and the way it starts is they have the audience there, and there's a screen in front of all the sets, right? They're all just sitting out on the giant stage. They play the music, the Friends song, and the people come out one by one. And so you're standing there waiting, and they bring out the guest stars first, and you hear, and you're standing there, the audience is like, and you're like, you come out, and it's like being in a dream. And then they come out, and they're like, hey, Rachel! Like, this is so weird. So weird. But I learned a lot. Matt Perry was a comedic genius. He was on another level. Like there was one truly. There was a scene where two of the other actors were having a little trouble figuring out the joke, like the best way to get the joke to be funny. And he's like, "You do this. You stand up and say it straight. Step back down." All of them did that constantly. But I was only in the one episode. I was supposed to come back as Ross's girlfriend. And then they did like a turn, and then Julie came back from Japan or China, wherever she was. She was on some sort of archaeological thing. And it ended up being Lauren's mom. So I was like, oh, great. Yeah. So, it's fun to have been on a sort of iconic show. It was just one time. Something like I get to say I did and remember and have been a part of.
See, where was it in the season? Was it later in the show?
It was season 4, and it was, I don't know if you watched it, it's the one where Ross moves across the street and he's constantly doing miming the window, and Joey sees me in a different window, and he spends the episode trying to count the windows and playing with her. Oh, listen, counting is hard.
I know, trust me. Anybody knows me.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were on that. I can't wait to go back and watch it. I saw it years ago. My wife has watched it like 15 times fully through. Like her and my kid are huge fans. I want to see it.
We were watching with my son, and we didn't say anything to him. We got to see the 4, and he was like, "Is that you?" So I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Oh." Like, no, he's like,
My son sees pictures of me from Supernatural and little images of the stuff that I can show him. He's like, how young were you when you did that? And I'm like, buddy, I had the thing, like it was a little gray. I just like colored it out, for the thing. It's like, you look like a kid. I'm like, shit, well, I've had you for 9 years, so suddenly I look like this, bro. Yeah, you ate these wrinkles and gray spot, all right?
Hey, listen, when I did the pilot, Jared and Jensen were 23 and 26.
Holy cow.
Babies.
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 And yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so great. Before these guys say anything, I have something to say. Number 1, tonight, join us at karaoke. The theme is colorful ass shit. I don't know if that's how DJ advertised it. Loud colors, minus what other things I said. Number 2, don't miss the Saturday night special tomorrow night. It's going to be spectacular. And number 3, if you're looking to start your Saturday off way too early with this asshole with way too much energy, I am doing a health and fitness balancing act half hour tomorrow morning, and I'd love for you to join me because I want to show you how to balance a healthy physical and mental state with shit that's right around you and available to you in your life. So 4:15 a.m. in the gym. That's right. It is. They were like, what time do you want to do it? I was like, how early can I do this? I may show up in boxer shorts and no shirt just doing push-ups. It might just be 30 minutes of that. You just sold 74 tickets. That's right. So we're definitely showing up in boxer shorts and no shirt, and we're opening it up to 95 tickets. So sign up quickly. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Smith. It is my pleasure to tell you that those of you that have had to go to the bathroom